5,000 people living in a space smaller than most shopping malls, no escape for months. Sleeping quarters the size of coffins, working in heat that reaches 140 degrees. This is daily life aboard America's aircraft carriers. What our sailors endure every single day would shock most civilians. The reality is far more intense than any Hollywood movie. These floating cities operate under conditions that push human endurance to its absolute limit. Daily life aboard an aircraft carrier begins before dawn in conditions most people have never experienced. When the wake-up call sounds, thousands of sailors rise from beds that measure just 72 inches long and 26 inches wide. These aren't private bedrooms. 40 to 60 people share each sleeping area, with bunks stacked 3 high and barely 20 inches between your face and the person sleeping above you. Getting dressed becomes a careful dance of not disturbing others while working in a space no bigger than a walk-in closet. Privacy doesn't exist. Personal space is measured in inches, not feet. Storage for all personal belongings fits into a locker roughly the size of a school gym locker. Everything you own for months at sea must fit in that tiny space. If you're amazed by what our sailors sacrifice for our freedom, type "respect" in the comments. The morning bathroom routine reveals another challenge of carrier life. Dozens of people share the same facilities. Shower time is limited and scheduled. Hot water isn't guaranteed, especially during peak morning hours. The newest carriers have improved this situation, but space remains extremely tight. Getting ready for work happens fast because everyone has somewhere urgent to be. Personal hygiene becomes a group activity by necessity. Brushing teeth, shaving, and basic grooming all happen in shared spaces with time limits. Sailors develop efficient routines that maximize their preparation time while respecting others waiting their turn. The newer Ford-class carriers feature individual bathroom facilities for each sleeping area, reducing some of the crowding, but the fundamental challenge of shared living remains constant. Morning routines also include checking assignments and weather conditions. Sailors review their daily duties, coordinate with team members, and prepare for work that might take them anywhere from the blazing heat of the flight deck to the artificial environment of computer centers deep within the ship. Flexibility becomes essential because carrier operations can change rapidly based on mission requirements or emergency situations. Breakfast feeds 5,000 people at once in massive dining halls. The kitchen crews work around the clock, starting at 4 a.m. to prepare enough food for a small city. During one recent deployment, carrier kitchens served over 3 million meals in 8 months. That included 48,000 dozen eggs, 131,000 hamburgers, and 367,000 pounds of chicken. The logistics alone would challenge any major restaurant chain. But here's what makes it remarkable. The quality remains high despite the massive scale. Fresh vegetables, quality meats, and desserts that rival civilian restaurants. The Navy understands that good food equals good morale, and good morale equals mission success. Multiple kitchen facilities operate continuously, with specialized areas for different types of food preparation. The dining experience itself reflects the unique nature of carrier life. Sailors eat quickly but efficiently, grabbing trays and moving through serving lines designed to feed thousands of people in the shortest possible time. Conversations happen rapidly as people fuel up for demanding work ahead. Tables fill and empty constantly as different shifts rotate through meal times. Work assignments vary dramatically depending on your job. Flight deck crews work in some of the most dangerous conditions imaginable. Jets weighing 60 tons move constantly overhead. Engine noise reaches levels that would permanently damage hearing without protection. Temperatures on the deck can exceed 140 degrees in tropical regions, while wind from jet engines creates additional hazards. Different colored uniforms indicate specific roles. Yellow for aircraft directors, purple for fuel handlers, red for weapons specialists. Everyone knows their job, and everyone's safety depends on split-second timing and perfect coordination. One mistake around multi-million-dollar aircraft can be fatal. Hand signals replace verbal communication because engine noise makes talking impossible. Below deck, conditions present different challenges. Some sailors work for weeks without seeing sunlight. The artificial lighting and recycled air create an environment completely disconnected from natural rhythms. Engine room temperatures regularly hit 140 degrees, hot enough to cause heat stroke in minutes. Workers can only handle 1-hour shifts before rotating out to prevent serious health problems. Navigation of the ship itself requires skill and experience. Thousands of rooms connect through narrow corridors and steep ladders. New sailors literally follow veterans around for weeks just to learn basic routes between living areas, workstations, and dining facilities. Getting lost on a carrier isn't just embarrassing, it can interfere with critical operations. The ship operates 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. There are no weekends in the traditional sense. Critical systems require constant monitoring. Someone is always watching radar screens, monitoring communications, or maintaining the nuclear reactors that power these floating cities. This creates a rhythm of continuous operation that civilian life rarely experiences. Work schedules follow rotating patterns that civilian jobs rarely require. Some sailors work days, others work nights, and many work schedules that constantly change their sleep patterns. Adapting to this becomes essential, but it's one of the most challenging aspects of carrier life. Bodies struggle to adjust to irregular sleep cycles while maintaining peak performance during demanding duties. Training exercises can interrupt any routine without warning. Fire drills send hundreds of sailors running through narrow corridors carrying heavy equipment. Medical emergencies require instant response from teams scattered throughout the ship. General quarters drills test everyone's ability to reach battle stations within minutes. These aren't optional activities, they're life and death preparation for real situations that could happen anytime. Take a moment to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Most viewers watch without subscribing, but your support helps us share more stories about our incredible military. Did you hit subscribe? Emergency response training reveals the incredible coordination required to operate these floating cities. Damage control teams practice containing fires, flooding, and structural damage while the ship continues normal operations. Medical teams drill on treating injuries ranging from simple cuts to major trauma. Communication teams ensure that information flows accurately during crisis situations when lives depend on clear, rapid coordination. Maintenance work never ends aboard a carrier. Something always needs fixing, cleaning, or replacing. Teams rotate through tasks that would overwhelm civilian maintenance crews. Painting prevents corrosion in the harsh ocean environment. Equipment checks ensure that critical systems operate reliably. Repairs address problems that could affect mission capability or crew safety. The physical demands of carrier work require peak fitness. Climbing nearly vertical ladders between decks becomes routine. Squeezing through corridors so narrow that two people can barely pass each other happens dozens of times per day. Carrying heavy equipment while the ship rocks in rough seas tests strength and balance constantly. Working at height during maintenance, tasks demands both physical capability and mental focus. Nuclear reactor maintenance represents some of the most technically demanding work on the ship. Sailors undergo years of specialized training to maintain the power systems that drive these massive vessels. They work in controlled environments with strict safety protocols, ensuring that nuclear power remains safe and reliable regardless of ocean conditions or operational demands. Meal times provide brief breaks from intense work schedules. Lunch and dinner happen in shifts as different departments rotate through dining areas. Kitchen crews work continuously, preparing fresh meals for people getting off duty at all hours. The variety and quality of food helps maintain morale during long deployments away from home. The dining halls themselves accommodate thousands of people efficiently. Multiple serving lines reduce waiting time. Specialized dietary options address religious requirements, medical needs, and personal preferences. Dessert stations and beverage areas provide comfort foods that help sailors feel connected to normal life despite their extraordinary circumstances. Personal time during the day is rare and precious. Sailors might grab 15 minutes to call home using satellite phones. The newest carriers feature private phone booths with soundproofing, giving sailors quiet spaces to connect with family. These conversations become lifelines during deployments that can last 8 months or longer. Others use brief breaks to exercise in state-of-the-art fitness centers. The Ford-class carriers feature 3 gyms with equipment that rivals expensive civilian facilities. Cardiovascular machines, weight training equipment, and functional fitness areas help sailors maintain the physical conditioning required for their demanding work. Physical fitness isn't just encouraged, it's required for the demanding work that carrier operations require. Recreation facilities extend beyond basic gyms. Basketball courts and hangar bays provide space for organized sports. Libraries offer quiet reading areas with comfortable seating and current books, magazines, and newspapers. Game rooms feature video games, board games, and entertainment systems that help sailors unwind during limited free time. Evening hours bring slight changes in pace, but the ship never truly rests. After dinner, sailors have limited time for personal activities. Some visit upgraded libraries featuring comfortable chairs, electric fireplaces, and reliable Wi-Fi access. Others play video games in dedicated gaming rooms or watch movies in theaters with stadium seating and current film releases. Communication with home has improved dramatically with high-speed internet installations. Sailors can now video chat with families, attend virtual events, and maintain relationships despite being thousands of miles away. This technology represents one of the most significant quality-of-life improvements in recent years. Social media access, email, and streaming services help maintain connections to civilian life. Internet access also supports continued education. Sailors can take college courses online, complete professional training, and pursue personal interests that advance their careers. The Navy encourages education during deployments, recognizing that learning opportunities help with retention and professional development. Sleep schedules vary widely based on work assignments. Night shifts maintain critical operations while most of the crew rests. Someone is always monitoring weather, tracking potential threats, and ensuring navigation safety. The responsibility of night watch duties is enormous, and these sailors take their role as ship guardians seriously. Night operations create a different atmosphere aboard the carrier. Reduced lighting in non-critical areas helps maintain circadian rhythms for sleeping crew members. Essential systems continue operating at full capacity, while non-urgent maintenance and administrative tasks wait for daylight hours. Emergency response capabilities remain at peak readiness regardless of time. Sleeping in shared quarters requires serious adjustment. 40 people trying to rest in one room while others work nearby creates constant noise and activity. Snoring, movement, and the endless sounds of ship operations create an environment that challenges even heavy sleepers. Earplugs, eye masks, and personal space organization become essential survival tools. The smaller berthing areas on newer carriers address some privacy concerns while maintaining the communal nature of shipboard life. Individual storage lockers, personal lighting, and improved ventilation create more comfortable sleeping environments. However, the fundamental reality of shared living spaces remains unchanged. Emergency situations can instantly disrupt any routine. Medical crises, equipment failures, severe weather, or security. Threats transform normal daily life into coordinated emergency response. Sailors drop everything and respond according to their training, often transforming from off-duty personnel into life-saving emergency responders within minutes. Medical emergencies particularly test the ship's emergency response systems. Heart attacks, serious injuries, appendicitis, and other health crises require immediate attention from medical teams while the ship continues its mission. Helicopter evacuations to shore-based hospitals happen regularly, but rough weather or distance from land can make this impossible. Personal relationships develop in unique ways when people live and work this closely together for months. Sailors become extended family members who depend on each other for professional support and personal friendship. The bonds formed during deployments often last entire careers. Shared hardships, celebrations, and daily experiences create connections that civilian life rarely produces. However, conflicts also arise when people live in such close quarters for extended periods. Personality clashes, work stress, and separation from family create tensions that require careful management. Military leadership trains specifically to handle these situations before they affect operations or sailor welfare. Conflict resolution becomes an essential skill for maintaining unit cohesion. Romance also develops aboard carriers, though strict military regulations govern relationships between crew members. The Navy maintains clear policies about fraternization, professional conduct, and appropriate relationships. These rules protect both individuals and unit effectiveness while acknowledging that human connections naturally develop during long deployments. Mail delivery remains one of the most anticipated daily events. Despite modern internet communications, receiving physical packages and letters from home carries special meaning. Aircraft regularly deliver mail to carriers, often in challenging weather conditions. Sailors eagerly await these deliveries, which might contain everything from family photos to care packages that make life more comfortable. Package delivery has evolved with technology and changing shopping habits. Online orders placed by sailors get delivered to carriers via aircraft, creating a supply chain that brings civilian conveniences to military deployments. Amazon orders, specialty foods, personal electronics, and comfort items arrive regularly, helping sailors maintain connections to normal life. Holiday celebrations aboard carriers showcase crew creativity and resilience. Christmas, Thanksgiving, 4th of July, and other holidays receive special attention from kitchen crews and entertainment committees. Decorations, special meals, and organized events help maintain connections to normal life despite being far from home. Holiday traditions adapt to shipboard life while maintaining their essential meaning. Religious services accommodate multiple faiths and traditions. Special meals feature traditional foods and favorite recipes. Entertainment includes talent shows, competitions, and celebrations that bring the crew together during important occasions. Religious services provide spiritual support for sailors of all faiths. Ship chaplains conduct services, offer counseling, and provide guidance during difficult times. For many sailors, faith becomes an anchor that helps them handle the unique stresses of carrier life. Multi-faith services, personal counseling, and crisis intervention support sailors through challenges that civilian life rarely presents. Weekend routines exist but look different from civilian weekends. Ship missions continue 7 days a week, but the pace may slow slightly. Special events like talent shows, sports competitions, or movie marathons help break up routine and boost morale during long deployments. The daily routine also includes constant learning and adaptation. New technologies, updated procedures, and changing missions require continuous training. Sailors attend classes, practice new skills, and adapt to evolving requirements while maintaining their regular duties. Professional development continues even during deployments, ensuring that crew members advance their careers while serving their country. Weather conditions add another variable to daily life. Rough seas affect everything from meal preparation to maintenance work. Sailors learn to work effectively whether the ship is gliding through calm waters or rolling through storms that would terrify most civilians. Heavy weather protocols protect personnel while maintaining essential operations. Medical care aboard carriers rivals small hospitals. Full surgical facilities, X-ray, equipment, and pharmacy services ensure comprehensive health care regardless of location. Navy medical personnel provide everything from routine checkups to emergency surgery, often in conditions that would challenge civilian medical facilities. The medical staff includes doctors, nurses, dental professionals, and specialized technicians who maintain the health of thousands of people in an isolated environment. Preventive care, emergency response, and ongoing treatment for chronic conditions all happen aboard ship. Mental health support addresses the unique stresses of deployment life. The ship's internal transportation system helps sailors navigate thousands of rooms and corridors. Elevators, coded directions, and established traffic patterns help people move efficiently through spaces that could easily become maze-like for newcomers. Learning to navigate becomes essential for daily efficiency and emergency response. Supply operations bring regular deliveries of everything needed to sustain a floating city. Food, spare parts, personal mail, and specialized equipment arrive via helicopter and aircraft, creating constant connections between the ship and the outside world. Supply management ensures that everything from toilet paper to complex electronic components remains available throughout long deployments. Waste management and environmental systems handle the enormous challenge of supporting 5,000 people in an enclosed environment. Advanced recycling, water purification, and waste processing systems maintain livable conditions while protecting ocean environments. Environmental compliance remains important even during military operations. The daily rhythm of carrier life represents something extraordinary about Americans who choose military service. They've volunteered for living conditions that most people would find impossible. They work schedules that never stop, in environments that challenge human endurance, surrounded by dangers that require constant vigilance. Yet they do more than survive. They excel. They maintain equipment worth billions of dollars while projecting American values around the globe. They protect international shipping lanes and provide humanitarian assistance during disasters. Most importantly, they maintain their humanity and dedication to something greater than themselves. Every single day, these sailors prove that Americans can overcome any challenge when united in purpose and committed to excellence. Their daily sacrifices ensure that the rest of us live freely and safely, knowing our nation's finest standwatch in far corners of the world. If this look into daily carrier life gave you new appreciation for our military, please like this video and subscribe for more stories about the Americans who serve our nation. These sailors deserve recognition, and your support helps us continue sharing their remarkable stories.